If you grew up in an Italian-American household with both brothers and sisters, you probably noticed something early on. The rules weren't the same for everyone. Sons had freedom. Daughters had curfews. Sons could stay out late without explanation. Daughters got interrogated about where they were going and who they'd be with. Sons brought dates home to their bedrooms. Daughters couldn't have boys in the house even with the door open and parents present. This wasn't subtle. It was obvious, consistent, and nobody questioned it. What's interesting is how this pattern showed up in Italian families across the country regardless of region or economic status. And it wasn't just about dating and curfews. It extended to household responsibilities, educational expectations, and life planning. Daughters were expected to learn cooking, cleaning, and domestic skills. This was presented as essential training for marriage and family life. Sons were rarely taught these same skills because the assumption was they'd have wives to handle it. Here's where it gets complicated. Italian immigrant culture came from a specific historical context where gender roles were rigid and survival often depended on everyone fulfilling traditional functions. Men worked outside the home. Women managed domestic life. These weren't just preferences. They were structured expectations passed down through generations. But what people don't realize is how deeply this created different childhood experiences for siblings in the same household. Sons often grew up with privileges they didn't recognize as privileges. Daughters grew up watching their brothers receive freedom they were denied simply because of gender. And this is the detail that stands out most. Many Italian-American women who grew up in these households describe feeling the unfairness acutely, but also understanding it was cultural, not personal. Their parents weren't trying to be cruel. They were following the only family structure they knew. The question that remains is whether this pattern shaped how those children raised their own kids differently. Did you experience different rules for sons and daughters in your family?